I mean, this is, all right,
I've told him. I don't get it.
What does he say when you say pull up your pants?
He laughs.
Selena Gomez has revealed a new song about Justin Bieber on her new and upcoming album. The latest album released by Gomez was called Rare, and it was made public at the start of 2020. If history gives out a lesson regarding Gomez and her songs, it is that one of them always ends up talking about Bieber. As a follow-up to her Rare album, Gomez has since also produced Revelación, a Spanish-English EP. The word on the street is that the Wizards of Waverly Place star is on her way to releasing a new album this year. Speculations have begun, predicting that the singer will have at least one song dedicated to her former lover, Justin Bieber. But where does that idea even come from? And is Selena's new album actually going to address Justin Bieber yet again? Let's go ahead and find out in this video. The idea that Gomez's new songs are going to talk about her former lover from years ago does not come unfounded at all. It is no secret that Bieber and Gomez have had an on and off relationship since as early as 2011. Although they initially wrote off their 2010 date in Philadelphia as nothing more than a friendly hangout, Bieber and Gomez finally went public as a couple at the Oscar party in February of 2011. Ever since then, they have continued to see each other and break up right up until March 2018. At this point, the two have broken up for the final time, as Justin then proceeded to marry Hailey Baldwin, who's been his wife since 2018. Although Bieber and Baldwin just celebrated their 3-year anniversary, Gomez and Bieber's bond has not just vanished into thin air. In fact, some sort of a positive relationship has been maintained by both former partners. Talking about Gomez and her songs, she usually leaves no stone unturned in bringing up her former boyfriend. Despite the fact that he is a married man, Gomez has continued to mention and bring up her love life with Bieber through a number of songs. This is exactly what gives birth to the notion that it's going to happen again in her next album. Let's have a look at all the songs the singer is said to have made regarding Justin Bieber. Starting with her latest release of album, Rare, the leading single has been talked about a lot on social media. Lose You to Love Me was a single off Gomez's 2020 album, Rare, and it also ended up debuting at number 15 on the Billboard Hot 100. The fact that this song was popular would be an understatement, as it stayed on the charts for 23 weeks. The song basically discusses leaving behind a relationship in the past and being better for it. Speaking at On Air with Ryan Seacrest about the single in October 2019, Gomez revealed that she wrote it over a year ago. This not only lines up with the timing of her connection with Bieber, but one specific statement definitely strikes out. Seacrest confronts her about the lyric, "In 2 months you replaced us like it was easy." Fans considered this to be a near-perfect portrayal of how Bieber was linked to his now wife very shortly after he and Gomez separated the last time. "It's all very real to me," she said of seeing her ex in the headlines with someone else. The song also ended up peaking at number 1 on iTunes, making it the first song of Gomez to have done that. Next up is the famous song, It Ain't Me. It Ain't Me was the lead track off famous DJ Kygo's 2017 EP Stargazing. In that song, Gomez talks about being in a relationship with someone who drinks quite regularly and that she can't keep supporting them. Bieber, notably, has spoken about his struggles with drugs and alcohol in past interviews with magazines as well as on live TV. Interestingly, co-writers Brian Lee and Andrew Watt have also worked with Bieber before this. Like every song on here, Gomez is not exclusively responsible for the words of It Ain't Me. However, songwriter Ali Tamposi told Billboard that while it was her concept, she tapped into Gomez's experiences, noting, "I'm incredibly pleased with her level of contribution." If you're a Gomez fan, chances are you've also heard The Heart Wants What It Wants. The Heart Wants What It Wants was Gomez's only single in her 2014 compilation album called For You. And this was actually released through Disney's Hollywood Records. The song ended up peaking at number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100, having spent 20 weeks on the chart. There was also another song that hit number 2 on iTunes during its peak. While quite a few songs of Gomez from her Disney days were considered by fans to be about Bieber, she doesn't exactly have a writing credit on them. And notably, those that she had performed as Selena Gomez and The Scene. However, she says on The Heart Wants What It Wants about still wanting to be with someone while knowing they could be unhealthy for you. At this time, Gomez and Bieber's relationship was tumultuous, and she wasn't interested in the conflicting viewpoints around her. "Save your advice, 'cause I won't hear," she sings. In an interview with Ryan Seacrest, as quoted by the LA Times, she added, "I'm going to feel when I need to feel, and I don't care what comes with it or what others want to say." Lastly, we have one of the most famous songs of the singer that kept reigning over the music industry for months on end. We Don't Talk Anymore was a masterful creation by the star, which also had plenty of contributions from Charlie Puth. In fact, We Don't Talk Anymore was only the third single produced on the singer Charlie Puth's 2016 album, 9-Track Mind. Gomez had contributed vocals and also received a writing credit. The song ended up peaking at number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100, staying on the chart for a little more than 24 weeks. It also peaked by reaching number 2 on iTunes. There were plenty of rumors that Gomez and Puth had become involved around this time. While this could or could not be true, Puth reached out to her to sing on the track because of her breakup with Bieber. In We Don't Talk Anymore, Gomez sang about hoping her ex buy on, while she continued to miss them as well. "I met up with Selena, and she went through a very public relationship, on and off, and she could just relate to the song and the lyrical sentiment," Puth told MTV News. He continued, "I was playing the song for her, and she just started singing the second verse. I got chills." Apparently, it's not just Selena Gomez that is releasing songs about her former love. In fact, one of Justin Bieber's latest albums does the exact same thing. Justice by Bieber is apparently a love letter to his wife Hailey Baldwin, which makes a lot of sense. However, one of the songs on the album has a totally different vibe. Called Ghost, the song takes on a very different tone, as if it were talking about missing a loved one. Having a direct look at the lyrics in the song, Bieber sings, "I miss your touch some nights when I'm hollow," and "If I can't be close to you, I'll settle for the ghost of you." Bieber recently spoke to Vogue UK, saying that the song is about losing someone you love. Justin also talked about how the song also works for this quarantine situation, saying, "We're not relating and connecting in the same way. It has allowed us to only really have these memories. I hope this resonates, and I hope it fills your heart up with joy or comfort in some sort of way." Fans appear to be divided regarding the song's relevance with his ex-girlfriend. However, as far as Gomez is concerned, it's not one or two, but a number of songs that have a little too much association with her ex-boyfriend. Do you think Gomez is going to mention Bieber in her next album? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.